Okay. All right. I'm back. The internet went off briefly. I'm shortly between two internet service providers. I don't know which one between MTN and
it's terrible. It's terrible. That's how they all go.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
All right. It's good to have you. Yes, I can see Shemloge. I can see Abimbola. I can see Adenike. I can see Gwenga. I can see Mo. All right, everybody. So without much ado, I think we're about how many of us now? Let me check the waiting room if there are people in the waiting room. Okay. There are people in the waiting room. Okay. So we're 6 now. Some people are coming in. So we'll be expecting them to come. So let me quickly say this. I will have to repeat it along the line. Because we are using free Zoom, we are entitled to only 40 minutes. Out of that 40 minutes, I believe like almost 10 have gone because of the time the internet went off. But we're going to break it into 3 sessions. So after 30 minutes, since we are using 1 hour 30 minutes, after 30 minutes, I will break, log in again. You guys should just stay on. I will leave the meeting, then come back again. So that's the trick for us to be able to use 1.5 hours. There's a dog back. Is the dog part of the meeting?
I'm sorry, it's downstairs. My
Is your
house
dog?
is filled with dogs.
Okay, okay, that's interesting. All right. So I think we can just start now so that we will maximize our time. This is 7:04. My name is Jeff Oluwagbemiga. I've not done my own self-introduction on the platform as I instructed, but I did it in the first orientation meeting. So you are welcome to this training. I've waited for a long time to do this, and I'm happy that it's coming up. This is my second attempt of trying to bring people together as a body of counselors, family counselors, who will be able to reach out to people in whatever place where they find themselves. It is not possible for me or for only one person, even all of us here, we are not even enough to focus on the issues that's confronting the family. Every now and then I hear so many things that's disheartening. Even just today, I posted something on Love DNA. Though I reversed the cases, but that was the exact thing that happened. Somebody was planning to get married and went to introduce his partner to the pastor, and then the pastor now organized his own niece to scheme out the guy, bring out another person, and now they are going to get married. And this person was very angry that this is church. We were told that in church you tell your pastor, all this kind of thing. So things are coming up, but we want to make sure that we are not at the receiving end. We are able to do what we need to do to help the people. So thank you very much. We have 12 persons now. I think we can start. We're not going to wait perpetually for anybody. And we intend to, this crop of people that will attend this weekend training will be the one that will qualify to attend subsequent ones, so that we can build on what we are currently doing. So thank you, everybody. So I'm going to start sharing my screen now. Show my screen. Just a moment. Let me close some of those windows that I don't need, so that it does not interfere with what we are going to be doing. Close window. Close window. All right. So okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So I'll then put it in presentation mode. All right. So this is my screen. Marriage Enhancement Services Training. We call it marriage enhancement, or sometimes I use the word family, because Sorry, I've prayed before starting, so we are covered. Okay, all right. So we call it marriage enhancement services or family enhancement services because marriage is the inroad into family. There's certainly a marriage that comes without a family, even if, a family that comes without a marriage. So marriage is the entry point or the entrance point, but entrance into family. So I'll be using the word interchangeably. So if I call you a family enhancement coach or family enhancement practitioner, I'm still in order because you're going to be dealing. That's why I ask us to, please, can you mute our microphone? Or I don't mute it from here. Maybe I just mute it from here. I'm going to mute everybody from here so that, yes. So I'm muting everybody from here so that we will have less distractions. All right. So as a family life enhancement coach or as whatever thing that we say you are, people are just coming. I need to admit all. Wow. That's why I wanted to wait. I'll be admitting people again and again. What I'm going to do is that by tomorrow, I'm going to appoint somebody else to be as co-host to be admitting people so that I won't get distracted. So that's why I said in the morning that you choose your niche. What area of family do you intend to work? What area of family do you intend to work? And some said teens, some said couples, some said so different thing that we have all said. So I showed you this before in the first orientation meeting. This is the orange bed class. We have about 7 classes, and this is the first class to go. And then you are being trained to fight ignorance. You know, when we talk about black beds, yellow beds, orange beds, what kind of beds, it has to do with judo or karate or kung fu. So you are being trained to fight ignorance, which is the root cause of the trouble faced by the family institution. Is basically ignorance. Please, if you have question, just let me know. You can just indicate. I've muted your mic, but you can indicate by raising your hand. There's a way you raise your hand on Zoom. Zoom allow you to raise your hand. All right, let's go. So these are the modules we're going to deal with. Today, I hope to cover up to mindset, perception, and human dynamics. And let's see how we are able to go today. All right. So this is let me stop. Let me start recording this thing. Okay, so already recording. Yeah, it's already recording. It's recording. Yeah, so we can use the connector. This is the orange bed class. Told you that. The purpose of education is to replace a closed mind with an open one. That's the need for education. The reason for education is to replace a closed mind with an open one. Open mind is essential in doing this kind of job that we are planning to do. Either you want to be doing this thing free of charge, or you want to be doing it to charging people. You need open minds, because people that are going to come to you are not going to be people that think the same way you think. That's why I did this thing in such a way that it's not simply saying it's not a Christian training, it's not a Muslim training, it's just a training. Basically, then you cannot apply biblical principle to it as you apply it to yourself or apply it to other people. All right. So the purpose of education is to replace a closed mind with an open one. The only person who's educated is that one who has learned how to learn and change. If you have not learned the process of learning and changing, then you are not educated. Meaning that if you have read, if what you're listening to today is not going to stimulate responses in you, is not going to cause you to ask questions, then you have not learned. Then you are not yet educated in this area. That's what it means. I'm saying this so that I can prepare your mind, because you're going to be confronted with so many questions, and if you are not a learner, or somebody who has unlearned, or somebody who's relearning, there's something that will confront you and you'll not even be able to answer at all. Okay. So the capacity All right. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. I wish we can take that together, even though I cannot hear you, but let's take it together, even though I cannot hear you. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. That means you need to make a choice to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn. All right. Now, the world is a university, and everyone in it is a teacher. Make sure when you wake up in the morning, you go to school. That's by TDJs. Make sure that when you wake up in the morning, you go to school. When you wake up in the morning, you go to school, meaning that you are going to be teaching people and you are going to be learning. You are going to be teaching people and you are going to be learning. And learning cannot finish. And the best way to learn more, to improve on what you are learning, is to also try and teach some other people. Is also to teach some other people. All right. By learning, you will teach. By teaching, you will learn. That's what I just said. By learning, you will teach. And by teaching, you will learn more. So I encourage you that after these 3 days, we're going to have an assignment, and the assignment is to teach people what you have learned. I have a platform already that you can just plug into, do your teaching, and then you can get out of the platform later. You understand? That platform is already there. So whatever thing you're going to teach us 1 day, 1 hour, and then you get out. That means you are demonstrating what you have learned. All right. Another thing about learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and diligence. Meaning you don't just learn by chance. That means you have to. Sorry, I'm admitting people here. All right. Meaning that you are not just you don't learn by in a passing. You need to be deliberate about what you are learning. You have to be deliberate about it. That's what that means. You have to be deliberate about it. Okay. Now, we're not going through this. I projected this in the last during our orientation. What are the top 5 things that you think are the reason for marital breakdown in Nigeria? We said several things, and we are going to use this as part of our assignment. We are going to share this to us. You're going to share to us. So begin to hide the one you want to write on now. You're going to write something on any of this, and you're going to teach people for 1 hour. That's a platform that will help you to do, that will allow you to do that. The platform is already, we are not just creating a new thing. All right. Now, the family institution. What does it mean? Family is, this is a definition now. I'm using academic definition. But along the line, I'm going to unmute you after now so that we can discuss this. Family is a socially recognized group, usually joined by blood, marriage, cohabitation, or adoption. By blood, by marriage, by cohabitation, or by adoption. Those of us who know what they call Abuja marriage, you know what cohabitation means. When you hear Abuja marriage, you know something like that. That forms an emotional connection and serve as an economic unit of society. Another definition is this: family institution is a basic unit in the society with several functions that makes it very relevant and an indispensable institution in the society. The family institution is very, very interesting, and it's not something you can just wish away. We can't wish it away. No matter the challenges we are having, we can't wish away the family institution. Nothing can replace it. All the artificial thing that we are doing cannot replace the family institution, because there's a lot of things that has been designed to do. Okay. So, functions performed by the family includes reproduction of new members, socializing them, provide them with emotional and physical care. Don't forget that emotional and physical care. All right. Family is the first training institution for a wide range of human experiences. That's the first thing, the first institution, the first university that we find ourselves in. When you are born into a family, you are trained several things. That's why they say people have home trainings or people do not have home training. Even before you get to kindergarten, your parents will have been teaching you a lot of things. Your parents, your uncle, all the people that live together will have been teaching you one or two things. It also acts as the custodian of culture, communal security, and tries to resolve or ease social problems. Now, let me try and unmute us and let's quickly talk about that family. If you can just raise your hand if you want to say something. I'll take about one or two. What do you understand by family? What's your understanding of the family? Apart from this academic thing I just presented. Yes, who is there? Just raise your hand. There's a place where you can raise your hand so that I can see that we know. Yes, anybody before I go on? Okay, no hand up. Okay. All right, let's go. All right. What is marriage? Now, I said the family institution is big, but the entrance into it, okay, I can see a hand up. Yes, yes, can we have a contribution? That's our boss lady. Boss lady, can you unmute yourself there?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. One sentence, what's a family? What do you understand by family? I can see another hand. Yes. Quickly. What's a family?
I just wanted to add from all the definitions.
Okay.
Yeah, but my definition, a family, well, you've said either by blood, by adoption. I just want to start, sometimes family is spiritual. People are your family, okay, because you share the same faith.
Share the same faith, okay.
And you share the same value. Yeah.
Same value, the same faith. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Kunle, can I have your hand? Can we have your contribution, please? Yes, quickly, sir.
Yes, good evening. Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
By my definition, the family is the basic unit of society. The basic unit of society.
All
it's
right.
Out of the family that societies grow.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Can I have you, Bimbola? I can see your hand. Or that's the last person that contributes here. Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. What came to my mind is family is a unit that's got your back.
That what?
That's got your back.
Okay, that got your back. Yes, people that you are comfortable with and people that you are vulnerable with. You can share their weaknesses with them and they are not going to hold it against you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, everybody. So let's go back. Let's go back to... Yes, so this is marriage. Now, I have my definition of marriage, but also I believe that we might also have our own definition of marriage. So, I said marriage is I've been using this definition for some time, and I've not seen a better one. If I say a better one, I'm going to adopt it. It is an intentional decision between two persons, man and woman, to live together, demonstrate love, and to continually provide two-way complementary support for each other for as long as they live. Two-way complementary support. Very interesting, very, very important. But it must be an intentional decision. You don't get married by accident. And I discourage forcing people to marry the person they don't want because you want to solidify political or business, whatever. You understand? Sometimes people want to solidify business deals. You want to solidify political situation because this person is your political person, your political ally. So you want your children to get married to each other. It must be intentional. You must demonstrate love and you have to continually provide a complementary two-way support for each other as long as you live. All right. Okay. The next slide here says marriage is a legally recognized social contract between two persons, traditionally based on a sexual relationship that is expected to be a permanent union. Another thing that I also found about marriage is designed to be a source of joy to both individuals and their families. Don't forget that I said marriage is entrance into a family, to create your own family, and it is supposed to even be to galvanize two families together under normal circumstances. Marriage is designed to increase couples' collective potentials to have 360 degrees victorious life. Because when we say that you complement each other, it means that if I'm deficient in one thing and you are strong in that thing, there's no need for me to go and look for a consultant, because I know you can complement me in that area. Okay. So, what is love? Everybody has fallen in love. All of us here are falling in love or are currently in love. Either you are head over ears in love, either you are standing in love, whatever, you are in love. But when we ask people to define what love is, we find out that a lot of times people don't even know. They cannot explain what love is. But I have a definition here. I will also try and see if you can use the chat. You can use the chat column because of our time, so that we can also make contribution. Love is that conscious, all-weather decision you make to continuously exhibit a positive attitude, that's affection, emotion, and behavior towards your partner. That means it's a conscious decision. It's a decision. It's conscious. And you need to continuously or continually make or exhibit positive attitude, which means, which includes rather affection, emotion, positive emotion, and positive behavior towards your partner. It's not a one-off thing. It's not something that you do today and you will not want to do again. It's something that you will always be doing. And I said below that love requires effort from your body, your soul, and your spirit. Okay, let's go. All right. The love encompasses a range of strong and positive emotional and mental states. It's a range of strong and positive emotional and mental states. There are a lot of those states that occur at different times, and love is supposed to encompass them. So love is not my mind. That's the truth. The expression of love ranges from good habits, deep interpersonal affection, and to just simple pleasures. Now, when we get to the issue of good habits, not all habits are good, so to say, or let me say, not all habits are acceptable to everybody. And if you love somebody, you're going to find some of the person's habits unacceptable to you. So what do? Do you stop loving? No. If a particular house is dirty, you don't throw away the house, you wash it. You understand? You wash it. You don't just close the chapter just because of one particular habit. Unless that kind of habit is a die-hard that the person has completely refused to change over time, despite all the counseling or all the infusion or support from others, and the person has refused to change. That's a different thing. All right, let's go. So, here I said, love is a decision, love is a choice, love is a judgment, because we are judging between one thing and the other. You choose to love this and you choose not to love that. It's a promise. It's a responsibility. It is accountability. It is divine. Because sometimes you fall in love with somebody and it worked out, but sometimes you ask yourself, how did it work out? you might not know how it worked out. Aha. That means there's some questions about love that we cannot answer. Even the Bible somewhere said that there are so many things that are amazing to me. It mentioned between a love between a woman and a man. It's amazing. Love is a bridge. It can bridge family, it can bridge people, it can bridge nations. Love is a ladder. Love can take you from up to down. And unfortunately, it can also take you from up to down. We're supposed to take you from down to up, not from up to down. But sometimes we find marriage that has crashed people's destiny instead of lifting it. Love is like a flowing river that connects people. Somebody is benefiting from it up river and down river, so somebody is also benefiting from it. So love has a boomerang effect, meaning that when you throw it, it has a way of coming back to you. And this one, I believe we know this one. Love is not blind. It is not blind at all. All right, let's go. Okay. There are 3 components of love by a man called Robert Sternberg. I decided to use this one because it provides a lot of explanation into the contents or components of love. He called it the triangular theory of love. He said the three triangular things in love is intimacy, passion, and commitment. Okay, in the next 5 minutes, we are going to refresh. He's telling me now that I have only 10 minutes to go. So in the next 5 minutes, I will refresh. You just stay there. I will do the refresh from here. All right. Intimacy that encompasses feelings of attachment, feelings of closeness, feelings of connectedness, and bondedness. So intimacy is not just about sex. You don't just enter intimacy through sex. No. Sex is the end point of intimacy. It does not start by sex. Let people know that, and we should know that also. So when I say, my husband is not intimate with me because we are not having sex. No. There are other things. There must be a feeling of attachment, closeness, connectivity, especially for women. If you are not connected with you, women cannot love you. There must be a connection. That thing you call body chemistry. Then bondedness. This next one is passion. Passion encompasses drive. Connected to both excitement and sexual attraction. So if you are having sex in your marriage, for example, and there's no excitement and there's no attraction, you are just like you are riding Okada. There's no excitement there. There's no whatever. There's no passion. So love must have that passion. So when you say you love somebody, check these 3 things there. Then the next one is commitment. It is the immediate and long-term decision to remain with each other. Long-term decision to remain with each other. It's a decision and it's a long-term one. Meaning that you cannot be committed to somebody if there's no decision. If you have not gone beyond, we mentioned before that love is a decision. So before commitment, so many things need to go into it. So when you are counseling people, or when you are talking, as you are talking to yourself, you are listening to me and I'm talking to myself too. Is there commitment in your love relationship? Is there commitment long term, or it only happens only on Valentine? You understand? Those are the questions we need to ask people when we are counseling them, and you need to also ask yourself now, because the first thing is, as a physician, you must heal yourself first. If you are not healed, please don't try and heal somebody, because you might be trying to reach out to somebody from your point of pain, and that's a very terrible point to counsel people. Don't counsel people from your pain. Okay. Let me take this one. After this one, we'll do a timeout, and then okay, I still have 7 minutes. Okay. Yes, survival of any marriage is rooted in its true identity of love. The love they claim to profess to one another. And I picked this one from the Bible. The Bible says that love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love does not boast, love is not proud, love is not rude, love is not self-seeking, love is not easily angered, love does not keep record of wrongdoing. So if you are here, you keep a diary of wrongdoing. That is not love. Love does not delight in evil. Love rejoices with the truth. Love always protects. Love always trusts. Love always hope. Love always persevere. These things are key. And the question is, can we have all this in our relationship? Can our clients, people who are going to be counseling, can they have all this in their relationship? The answer is yes, and the answer is also no. Because love grows. Love grows. It doesn't pop up like that. So you might start with patience, you keep working on it, work on the kindness part of it, make sure you are not envious, work that you are not boastful, work that you are not proud, keep working on those things like that. So I'm going to log out now. Just stay there so that I can get another 40 minutes. So after I log in, if you log yourself out mistakenly, you get back. But just hold on for me. So let me get myself out now so that I can.